All right, so this is going to be the reading for the sign of Pisces. So, anyone with prominent Pisces placements in your chart, thank you so much for being here. Let's see what is going on with your energy at this time. We're going to start with your personal energy, then see what is going on in your environment, and then get some more details. Hope everyone is doing well. Pisces, Pisces. What is up with the Pisces group that I'm reading for today? What is in the personal energy for the Pisces? Take a deep breath. See what's coming through. These cards feel really stiff, really strong right now. Like intentional. Oh, yeah, the Tower in your personal energy. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, intentional. There, you have a goal, a vision. You have something that you want to acquire, something that you want to attain, and it is going to come across as a surprise. You will be really out of your normal character. I don't know if you're already exuding some of this energy at this time. It just like you are shocking people. There's something about you that has changed recently, and if we are talking to another person or maybe a cross watcher or something like that dealing with the Pisces is not coming across in their normal way. So, but there's definitely a strategy around this. You are purposely doing this. All right. So, this is a purposeful move. You want to shock some people, you want to surprise some people. Maybe you want to surprise yourself even. Maybe there's a goal or something that you want to accomplish that maybe was a little far-fetched at some point, and all of a sudden it's just like, no, like I want to get this done. I'm going to do this finally. And there's a lot of strategy around that. For some reason you're strategizing. So, 7 of Swords. This is trying to accomplish this thing, this Ace of Pentacles, in a way where you need to get around something or you need to get away from something. You're doing it in a roundabout way, trying not to be seen. You're doing it when others are not looking or trying to get away with it in a sense. This is your personal energy. So I don't know. It just feels like really like a moment where it's just like bam, like something happened. And I don't know if you snapped. Maybe for somebody you snapped and in a second and like a blink of an eye it was just change, you know. You stopped behaving a certain way or you stopped putting up with something. Um but you are creating this whole scenario though. It is in your making. It's like I'm also feeling or getting a vision of like you've been under a rock for a really long time and all of the sudden the rock like you just like summoned all of your energy and broke through, and there's like a hard shell and it just like exploded and you're in it, right? Like it's you, like you're coming out of it, and it's just like I'm hearing I've been here the whole time. I've been hiding the whole time. I've been something about I've been here the whole time. Um, but definitely there's something in your that's caught your eye. There's something in your like you're trying to reach for. This is a physical thing. It's tangible. You see this thing is beautiful, valuable. You're trying to connect the dots to get there. If this is a place, you're like planning your route. If this is a person, you are like getting to know every part of them or something like that in order for you to strategize, like speaking to them, coming to contact with them, or being with them, or something like that. There's a lot of observation here. I don't know if like this whole thing I'm hearing of, I've been here the whole time you've been observing something, and maybe you've been quiet in observation, but all of a sudden there's a shock, like you're shocking someone. And I don't know, with the 7 of Swords so close by, if this is going to put somebody off. Obviously, they're not expecting it, but at the same time, it just feels like, ah, I don't know. Like this agenda, this motive, it's personal. Well, of course it would be. This is your personal energy, but it just feels like the other person or the other side of this situation should be a little fearful or careful. This is very unexpected. All right, let's see what is driving this energy. Let's see what is in your external environment. Typically, this is other people, your current situation, the situation that is driving this emotion or this behavior. Pisces, Pisces. What is in the environment for the Pisces, please? All right, you have the 10 of Swords. Something has ended. Definitely something ended. The World. What else for the Pisces, please? And the Ace of Swords. There's a little darkness here. Heavy, dense, dark energy. Geez Louise, Pisces. So the World is like every a culmination, you know? I don't know if this is like a new phase of life or a situation that you were in has reached its end point. There's truth and clarity coming through really strongly as well. For some of you, the strategy that you have been coming up with or practicing is going to come to light. Something is coming to light. This ending, this pattern, this chapter. Mm, there is a sense of freedom. Something is coming to light, but at the same time, there's a feeling of not facing it, or it's like the truth will come out, but not with you physically showing up, or the truth will come out, but not with you verbally saying it. All right. So there's like an enigma around this whole thing, a mystery around like the truth is out, but where is Pisces? You know, people know the truth, another person, like something like that. I don't know how to explain that feeling, but it just seems like even though it's clear, even though the truth is out, the Pisces is not there. Whatever that means. Hmm. Have you seen the truth about something? Maybe because this is in your environment, maybe you see the truth about a situation or another person, and you're not saying anything. You're just observing and seeing it happen. You're watching it happen. You're watching the truth. At the same time, this truth has ended. Like it's the catalyst of to an ending. This chapter is done. This chapter is over. I don't know. We'll see what else comes through if we get more insight to this situation. Either way, I am pulling clarifiers. But let's get some more detail for you guys. See what else is up with you. Additional energy, things to look out for, things to anticipate. You have the Ten of Wands. It fell out. I'm not going to take it, but something just seems really difficult for you at this time. So far, if you've gotten a message out of today's reading, please like the video. I would really appreciate it if you click the little like button. That will be great. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. All right, so we have the Three of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Five of Cups. Definite heartbreak, definite loss here. Why what is it? It's like, what is this? It's like a feeling of pain, obviously, here with the Three of Swords, a feeling of hurt, feeling of loss, the darkness I was feeling, but at the same time, there is energy and fire and enthusiasm, passion. What is this feeling? It feels like a denial. That's what it feels like. It feels like a denial. Someone is in denial. Yes, they may hurt, but there's still hope, or there's like a, I'm not going to look at that. I'm not going to see that. That's why it's like the truth is out, but it's like the Pisces isn't there. Maybe you're turning your head, you're ignoring it, something like that. It's like, no, that can't be. That cannot be, right? Like a refusal to accept what is. The romanticizing is coming up strong. The fantasy, the idealism. I would suggest with these cards that you put this out on paper. You put this into some creative modality so you can see a different perspective and really face what is going on here. Step outside of it and look at it instead of be in it, so you can see the truth. You were just so passionate about this thing. You were so worked up about it. It's like an addiction in a way. Which is feeding some sort of like, what is this? I wouldn't be surprised if we had the devil come out, but it's feeding this desire, and this desire can get so strong that it may reflect in you, like acting out of character, doing something rash, something risky. Some of you enjoy, in a dark way, being hurt. Like, let's just say you're dealing with a person, and this is not for everyone. This is for someone specific, obviously. I don't know. But, like, I'm picking up on a person here that is like, rejection turns you on. Rejection reignites the fire. What else for the Pisces, please? Six of Swords. Temperance. That card wanted to show itself. There's a strong presence here surrounding this card. Queen of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So, I mean, for the most part, a couple of weeks from the time that you hear this reading, I think that you're going to realize, or this moment of surprise, this moment of truth has settled in by this time. You're going to realize, how you've been feeling and really do something about that, right? Like it's enough. It's enough. Whatever behaviors and patterns and thought processes you've been in, it's just come to a point where you have to get away from it. Whether you do or not, I don't know yet, but it does seem as though at least you've acknowledged it. You know that it's not healthy. You know that the way you're behaving, the way you're acting, it's obsessive in a sense. And so you're trying to get away from that. At the same time, there's this Temperance and Queen of Cups energy here. I don't know. It just seems like there's boundaries. And they're not even. This is not even talking about boundaries, but the energy that they're giving me is like stop here. Don't go any further, right? Like as I was saying, of you trying to, like you've acknowledged how you've been feeling and behaving, and instead of continuing down this path of a little bit of destruction, some obsession, this intense observation and this like passion and in a sense like you're turned on by rejection, right? So like it makes you want to keep going and keep pursuing this situation even though it's not for you. But at some point the Temperance and Queen of Cups energy is making me feel like enough, like something within yourself and your energetic surroundings and your environment is like stop. That's enough. You're not doing this anymore. You need to start working on healing here. It feels like your guides are stepping through really strongly. They could be stepping through in a form of other people. But Temperance is like, temper the situation. Calm down. Be patient. Love, heal, right? Especially connected with this Queen of Cups here. Nurture yourself. Surrender. I don't know if you want to start. I just feel really strongly of like, this turns you on. This gets you going. Like you want to have fun with this. There's a little mischievousness of it. It feels like somebody is like done and this thing is over, but you are like just pushing it and continuing. I don't know how to explain this. And this could be someone else. It doesn't have to be you, of course. Let's see what else is coming through for the Pisces. There's a lot of work that needs to be done on as it relates to your emotional stability here. You may be a little out of control emotionally, not able to really handle yourself and what you're feeling. There may be some ups and downs as it relates to your moods, right? Like mood swings or something. But this reading is like really telling me like this needs to be worked on. This needs to be acknowledged and worked on. A lot of people in your environment. There's your card there, the Hanged Man. Male or female when it comes to the Queen of Cups, male or female when it comes to these two kings. Same thing with the page over here, but something is just like pushing you to, especially toward the end of this reading, which will, or this phase, this time frame that I'm reading for, which is about 30 days, right? So the next 3 to 4 weeks, um it's just going to take a lot of conscious effort to calm down and really be in control of your emotion and your thoughts. Hand in hand, the Pisces today that I'm reading for, that's where you're at, right? Elemental wise, right? When we talk about the elements and the energy of the elements, right? The um, water, air, earth, fire, right? They all represent different parts of us. The cups, the water is our emotional state. The swords, air, is our mental state. By this time, I think that if you take the advice and acknowledge the signs and the direction that the universe is trying to take you, by this time, you're really mastering and controlling your emotional and your mental stability. Take it slow and be really quiet. You are so quiet here at this point. I don't know if some of you are intending on getting away from your day-to-day environment and just taking some time away. I would suggest that does help bring you back into balance here. But there's a lot of um, just time in solitude, time with yourself, reflecting on a situation so you can see something from a different perspective. There's a need to see something in a different perspective because the way you're starting up here, especially the 7 of Swords energy, it's like, man, like you are tunnel visioned, you know. The passion and the intensity of this situation has completely overtaken and trumped your rationality, your practicality, your logic. So it's like I need to step out of this. Like this is too much. This isn't good. All right, let's get some clarity. See what these people are about. Go into some more detail for you guys. Hope this is helping somebody. Yep. So major loss. You lost something that you were completely invested in, passionate about. That fire was just blazing for this thing. I mean, the secret hurt, the secret pain, the silent pain, like I said, being under that rock. I don't know if it just gets to a point where it's too much that you sort of emotionally explode. Page of Wands, you wanted this thing really bad. And I do feel that. This has to do with this queen here. It could be male or female. He got the 3 of Swords at the bottom as well. Um, I don't know. I'm so sorry. I mean, it's just this letdown. Like you thought it was. It's like it could have gone somewhere. It could have been something. You hoped for it. You wished for it. It's exactly what you wanted. It's exactly what you wanted, and you got a taste of it, and you were super excited about it. What is the 5 of Cups and the Page of Cups? Someone was rejected here. Does seem as though 2 people walked away from one another. Does seem as though security, stability. Ooh, someone started something new here. There's a lot of people. All right. I don't know who is who. I don't know what your situation is. Let me know in the comments if you're inclined to. I would love to know. But I mean, this is not an easy situation, especially when there's so many people involved. There could have been like interference, or even though the taste that you got, right, from this thing with this queen, male or female, the little bit that you got from them was enough for you to know it was exactly what you wanted, right? But it there were other things. The universe had other things planned out. Okay. For some of you, a couple is joining in this whole scenario and has seen the pain, or has seen you hurting, or has seen you act out. And for some of you, they're here to help, or they're here to nurture, they're here to give you some guidance or assistance in some way. You're just feeling like you don't have everything that it takes for a solid relationship or partnership here. When it comes to your stability, security, your livelihood, the foundations, the roots that you create, that you make within your life, like you have not been able to really put this together. It's like, for some of you, I'm picking up on somebody that's like, the only thing you've ever focused on is love. The only thing you've ever focused on is feeling this sense of romance and, courtship and flirting, and, just looking for the next person, looking for the next relationship. And you always feel let down by these people because um you feel like you don't have what it takes to be in a solid, committed, loving, relate wholesome type of relationship. This page of cups, the approach is always very fanatical, very dreamy, very, you know, just idealistic. This this idea of romance being, everything, consuming your world, consuming your mind, that it takes over, and you have noticed that you're left with nothing at the end of it. What is the Six of Swords and Temperance? Well, actually, I want to read Temperance and Queen of Cups together, because this energy is looking really strong in the middle of the reading. Did you feel that this person, this Queen of Cups, was a saving grace, was a savior, was a angel, or this person stopped it? This person ended something. Here you have the Seven of Swords again. At some point, you're going to see the truth about this person. I don't know if that's what the Ace of Swords over here is talking about. They are very giving, but it's something's done. It's like the world in the Ace of Swords is saying, like the brutal, honest truth about a situation, right? Like, this energy is not making me feel very. What is it? Like, it's making me feel the truth is in your face. Like it's undeniable, whatever this truth is. One more. Two more. Ooh, jeez. More people here. What is that? What is happening? This is very strong energy. These people have some type of presence, and this is like I don't know, like something about them. It's like if you I don't know, I'm getting this image or this feeling of like you go to Rome or the Vatican or wherever they have like humongous statues of gods, right? And like you go and stand among them and you're like tiny compared to them. That's what this is making me feel like. Like these people here, whoever this is not they have um a bigger role. They have their presence in this world during this lifetime, their job, their not job as in like your job and what you do day to day. No, like the reason why they're here on earth. Okay? Like these two souls. Like it's bigger. It's important. It's something different, like they have a job. They have a job to do here. Whoever this is. I don't know if part of one of these people is you or not. I'm not sure. Um but they're a pair. They are working on this together. And obviously, like how I'm saying it, maybe they think that way, but maybe not, right? Like these people probably don't think that. They're just normal people, but energetically, when universally, right? Like big picture thinking, their presence on this planet is very impacting to a lot of people. Their connection is very impacting to a lot of people. They're supposed to be of service. There you go. That's strong. Yeah. These people are of service. Their soul, spirit, nature, they are of service, okay, to humanity, to this earth, to the consciousness of this time of humanity. Does that make sense? And there's something about you seeing that truth. Okay. You have the world and the ace again, twice here when I'm clarifying these individuals. This person, this Queen of Cups, male or female, came into your life, however briefly, to provide you, to be of service in some way. And once you see that, you'll understand. The Eight of Pentacles, that's what it was telling me when it comes to service. Because this is the card of work. King of Cups, King of Swords. Four of Pentacles, very stubborn energy here, holding on to something. Magician, what? It's like, again, you see the truth, but you're not there. Like, you know the truth, but you don't want to recognize it. And this, again, it could be someone else, but somebody knows the truth and they just don't want to accept it. It's like I'm going to manifest this thing out of pure emotion and thought. I'm going to use my psychic abilities to manifest something, to create something, to get something that I want. There's the Hanged Man twice. There's the Queen of Cups again. Queen of Pentacles again. And you have the Hierophant. Hierophant, High Priestess here together. High Priestess, Magician here together. Holy moly. This is also, I don't know. But for some of you, this could be, like I said, there's a lot of people involved. Um, like two separate connections, okay, with two different people, or my goodness gracious. Just this like intense stubbornness and persistence to get something, attain something, acquire something that you really want. It's also causing you to see something in it from a different perspective, like we already said with the Hanged Man, to stop in your tracks, to step back, to really think it through. It's like this pause moment should be a moment where you're reflecting on your own behaviors and the pattern, that you have to break here with the World card and this whole ending and why this even happened to begin with. But it just feels like it turns into this like motivation. Okay. So this could be like you being motivated to, for some of you, even to connect with your higher self some more, to identify your own abilities and maybe how you can be this way, or the gifts that you bring to this earth, to this world, just by your presence, by you being here, something like that. This is a lot of intense energy. The Magician, the High Priestess, and the Hierophant. Uh, it's like connecting with the universe, connecting with God, connecting with all that is, connecting with life, with yourself, higher self. There's like maybe some of you are doing some astral traveling, astral projection, just some witchcraft or energy work, intentional work. But this four of what is this, Four of Pentacles, is just making me feel like it's coming from a place of stubbornness. Like, I will show you. I will show you my power. I will show you my darkness. I will show you what I'm made of. I will show you my magic, or like something like that. Hermit and Hanged Man. There's the Devil. Four of Swords. Justice. With the Tower at the bottom, which is the card that we started with. Another Ace of Swords. At this time, you're reflecting and you're just, like I said, there's a time where you're being really quiet and you're seeing, or somehow the attachments or the negative behaviors and patterns that you have are just coming through. You're trying your best to control them. You're trying your best to just rest it out so it can pass. But then justice shows up. This is just saying that this is a moment in time that you need to take serious. The moment in time you need to take serious. There is like karma going on here. Mm. It's like justice is facing the devil. Justice is never phased by the devil. Okay. Justice is like unbiased, no emotional attachment to anything. This energy is just here to deliver karma and put things back into balance and make things right the way as they should be when there is too much energy that is one-sided or off course or extreme on two different extreme ends of the spectrum. However that is, whatever that looks like, justice comes in to bring back that equilibrium. And because of that, there may be times where, depending on your intentions, and this is for everyone, depending on the intention of your situation or whatever the devil is, that, it just, you get your karma, you get your payback, right? Because it's supposed to even the playing field out. It's supposed to bring things into alignment. So if your intention was devilish, um, then the outcome, the reaction, the response of the situation is going to, come back in that same type of energy, but towards you, right? So you just want to be careful with whatever this is. But there's definite balance coming through at the end of this time frame. I'm curious about what this top is, your personal energy. What is the Tower? What is the Tower for the Pisces, please? Whoa, there's the Devil. What are you summoning up here? These are also big cards. You have the Devil, the Queen of Swords, and Strength to clarify the Tower. It's like you so desperately want to show what you're made of. You're so desperately wanting to show who you are. You're trying to contain something that cannot be contained. You're having a really hard time doing that and controlling yourself in some way. Even though the Queen of Swords is really controlled. I'm feeling revenge. I'm feeling, because the Queen of Swords, even though she's detached, aloof, she's quiet, she's very much in the Seven of Swords energy paired with the Devil of like, I'm going to get you back. Like, what is your plan of attack or something, but in a very quiet way and an unsuspecting way. At the same time, you're trying your best to control that. What is the Seven of Swords? Eight of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. Working really hard on this strategy. Trying to keep things going and putting like things in their place, but What is this? Like, it's just a lot of energy, a lot of effort spent on the Seven of Swords. How can you transmute your, this like unclear, I want to say like flexible, maybe a little fantasy like, or dreamy energy into somebody of solid like structure, okay? Like somebody's working really hard, even though they are a Knight of Cups, a Page of Cups here, like at heart, they want to come across as a King of Pentacles. Pisces energy, unless you have really prominent earth energy in your birth chart, is not a King of Pentacles. Okay? It is who you are to be romantic, to be creative, to be emotional and sensitive. It's like acknowledge your strengths or see that as strength. Like, you don't have to be anybody that you're not. And maybe for some of you, because of this loss, because of this ending, because this Queen of Cups, male or female, just came to, like, even for a short period of time, just came to catalyze this awareness within you, right? By them teaching you this sort of lesson or teaching you something, you would love to get them back. You would love to hurt the way you've been hurt. You would, maybe some of you are just a little like ashamed of yourself or something like that because you thought this was the thing or whatever. And I don't know, it just seems like you're trying to reject the beauty of the Pisces, the beauty of who you are as a mutable water sign, as a flexible water sign, like you're not a King of Cups. I mean, you're not a King of Pentacles, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's like, just love yourself, love who you are. You're perfect how you are. Down here, you really see things differently. You do start off stubborn in a way, and you think that this time you're going to change. You think this time you're going to be different. I'm hoping that you're able to see that whatever happens during this part of the reading at this time of your life, it's like, this time in solitude, this time in reflection is not for you to change who you are. It's for you to become who you are. It's for you to like own it, right? Embrace it, accept it, love it. Seeing that this devil within you is a part of you at the same time, and understanding how you can balance all of these different aspects of who you are and accept them all. There's a lot of thought going into this. There's a lot of silence and just sitting with yourself, hanging out with yourself. Like, you don't need anybody's opinion right now. You don't need anybody to be interfering with this process. This is a process that belongs to you. It is yours and only yours. You will come out of this stronger, more confident, more authentic. It is a process, but I just think that at the end of it, it's going to be for the better, right? Let's see what is coming through with the oracles. This is the Wild Unknown archetype deck. If you want a personal reading, my email address is in the description of this video. So just send me an email and I will get back to you so we can set something up. All right, you have the comic. Some of you disguise your pain and humor. The sad comedian. You identify with this type of archetype. The thing about the sad comedian is that they use their pain as fuel, and that's what I was saying earlier, where it's like the rejection pushes you, right? Like for some of you, you love the rejection, but it's like they wouldn't have content, right? Like a literal sad comedian wouldn't have content if they didn't hurt, if they weren't in pain. So whoever I'm picking up on has this type of mindset and is this type of archetype. But it's hard to get out of that, right? Like if that's your persona and that's who you are and that's what you're trying to, like, you show the world or whatever. It just depends on what's more important, right? Like your reputation or your authenticity and happiness here. I would say a lot of Pisces archetypes come across like that, especially the more masculine Pisces archetypes. All right, you have sensuality and soul. So, sensuality, number 36. The frequency of sensuality reminds us that as spirits in human bodies, we are sensual beings, experiencing joy and pleasure from the physical world through our senses. This is guidance for you to be in your body, to feel it, to experience all of the ups and downs, to experience physically what nature and this planet has to offer us. So that way you can become more rooted and more, what is the word? Grounded. I think that the archetype of Pisces, it has some challenges as it relates to staying grounded and staying planted on their feet because they're so dreamy, they're so flexible, adaptable, right? Like they're just floating in the waves, floating in the water. There is something about the earth coming through, the earth element for you, where I think that it'll benefit you to be connected with the earth element at this time and connect to earth through your senses. All right. So if you want like walk outside barefoot, you know, um smell earth in a sense, like maybe go to like a botanical garden area or the woods or a forest or something like that. There's a scent that the earth gives off. um just like feeling the textures, right? But be outside, maybe go on hikes or something like that. And then you also have 37, which is soul. The energy of soul activates our connection to the part of us that is closer to the higher realms, God, or the divine. Okay. There's something about your soul connect to that as well. So if you're the sad comic here, show you the picture. You see why I'm saying sad. If you're the sad comedian and your pain and suffering is just fuel, right? To add to your personality archetype, your persona, um, then that means that you're stepping far, far away from what you really are. And not, this is not who you really are. This is what you really are, which is an energetic being, just experiencing something in this third dimension here on earth. All right. You're a energy being in a human body. Okay. You're not this sad comedian, right? So when you see these things from a bigger picture perspective, maybe that'll help, um, right? Like change the thought process or the belief system of this whole situation. All right. Well, that is it for you today, Pisces. Thank you again for your time, your energy. Check out your rising sign and your moon sign. Again, like the video, press the little thumbs up button if you got something out of today's reading. subscribe to the channel. Reach out if you want a personal reading. Um, I hope everything turns out well, and we'll see you on the next one.